What is going on, everybody? It is Tyler with Mom's Basement MMA. I got the man, the myth, the legend, Joe, the party, Penafiel. Joe, man, thank you for joining, and I'm happy that you answered my call out, man.
Oh man, well, thanks so much, bro. I really appreciate the support and love from the MMA community. But someone like you that really takes their time and does something like that is like real flattering. So I appreciate you times a million. And I want to just
Oh,
say hi to anyone watching, all my fans, everybody.
I'll just tell you, like, you are an energetic, exciting dude, and I hope one day I can watch you perform in person because shit's entertaining, man. Like you
Oh,
have like
thank you.
this, you have this certain energy about you that I just don't see very often. Can you talk a little bit about your most recent fight at Cage Titans 49?
Yeah, I recently had a fight with Pat Gilbride out there in Plymouth with Cage Titans, which is a great organization ran by Mike Poveri. He treats us fighters phenomenal. But he was a really tough guy, undefeated fighter from Joe Lauzon's gym. And I just brought the fight to him. And I really fought with a lot of freedom in there, man. Like Bruce Lee says, bro, I don't fear death. So that kind of, I live by that philosophy, man. And so I'm not scared of like, what, you know what I mean? I don't know. I think a lot of guys have a lot of fear out there. I'm just trying to perform to like the best of my ability, win or lose. You know what I mean? I've taken L's, but I've tried to adjust the game. And right now, I think I'm getting to a certain point where I'm able. Like, I think my next fight's gonna be even better. I'm gonna really perform the way I wanted to, which is complete freedom. So we'll see.
I wanted to ask. So the page or I'm sorry, the photo that you have on Instagram, like I know what that's from. I know exactly what clip it's
Mm-hmm.
from. I know the context. So for anyone who's like, who is this
Yeah.
fucking guy? And why is he looking like that kid from Home Alone? Can you describe why you what happened and why
Yeah.
that's your
Yeah. Well, I think it was in the second round of my most recent fight, and he hit me with a really good uppercut, I believe. And to tell you the truth, I really don't. The only reason I did it was because I didn't want the crowd. I've lost before because the crowd and the judges, they just like the Corey Sandhagen fight this weekend. I feel like you have to be smart like TJ Dillashaw and play the game of MMA, know what's going to win the fight strategy wise and what they're looking for. Even if you're getting clobbered and getting kneed in the face, if you're putting the pressure on a lot of the times and you're walking forward, you'll win. So I didn't want the judges to get any indication that that Pat landed anything too hard or anything. So I wanted to just come right back at him and kind of like taunt him, and at the same time show the judges and the fans like that wasn't anything, that wasn't shit, and I'm okay. And then I came back with my own flurry.
dude? That was like one of the most gangster things I think I've ever seen.
Hey,
Like I can't
stop, bro.
remember.
Yeah,
Dude, I can't remember the last time I watched a fight where somebody gets like clipped and like usually like you'll get a head nod or smile or whatever, but like you did like
yeah,
this, like oh my
yeah,
god, like and you were like making
yeah,
fun of the crowd for reacting that way, and I thought that shit was funny.
yeah, yeah. I do. Oh man, sometimes I get into weird fucking flow states where I'm like able to like literally I've talked to like one time in Mississippi, bro. I'm not even kidding, man. I was there. It was my second pro fight. I took on a guy with like 6 fights, and he was already a island fight veteran. And so it was a tough guy, tough matchup for anybody. And I went up there with my wife, man. I was ground and pounding him, and I saw like I was so tired. It was like the last round, and through the cage, I was yelling at some guys that later on I figured that they were, his friends or like on his team. I was like, how much time is left on the clock? And they both like just shook their head no, like and like wagged their finger. And I was like, God damn it, Mississippi. But ever since then, Mississippi's become like one of my favorite states to fight in. I fight for Atlas Fights, and they're the best. Them and Glenn Matina treat me real well.
Pat Gilbride's a tough motherfucker, man. Like that was a tough fight. He was
Tough.
3-0. You went into New England, and did you feel like you were in his head before the fight had even started?
Um, I don't. You know what, bro? I think people. I play that game really well. well, but at the same time, when it comes to the fight, I'm able to be ice cold in a way. Even though it looks like I'm kind of hot in there or whatever, like with the antics and stuff. But like I said, most of that's strategy. So I'm making sure that I'm making a point that I'm not hurt or whatever the hell's going on. You know what I mean? I'm trying to play to the referee, trying to play to the crowd, and trying to play to the judges. I learned that a lot through wrestling for many years at a high level, even though I didn't get to wrestle in college. Like the guys that I wrestled went on to one guy's an Olympic world and a world silver medalist in freestyle wrestling. His name is Franklin Gomez. He's competing in the Olympics this next week or whatever for Team Puerto Rico. So that's a guy that I wrestled with growing up, you know. So I don't know, man. So I'm just ready to kick this dude's ass. Really, Richie Santiago, Cage Titans. It's coming up August 28th. I'm gonna whip him up. But
So you're fighting again in August against who?
his name is Richie Santiago. He was on the Contender Series. I believe he's like 8-3. It's a really nice, it's a good opponent. I think right now at the right time. He's got a little UFC tag on him, and I want to beat the fuck out of that UFC tag. I want to stomp it. I want to hit it with a bat and freaking, you know what I mean? I want what he's got, even if it's nothing. I want it. So that's what I want.
Are you like looking into that? You know, he fought on the Contender Series and whatnot. Like, is there something like when you look at his game and you see what he's been able to do? Is there something that you're like right away I like I have an advantage here, here, and here? I'm not going to ask you what it is.
No, I'll tell you what it is, man. The advantages I have is the same thing you saw in like I think Jorge Masvidal said it best, bro. Like he had like an epiphany when he went out by himself and he figured it out. There's a certain level that you get to where it's like you got to just click off. And I just get into a zone or it's not just like shitty freestyling. I'm like out there doing 8 Mile at its best. You know what I mean? I'm trying to get my best rhythm and timing and catch them in these different scenarios and traps I'm trying to set, all while it's looking crazy and playing to the crowd and all that bullshit that I do psychologically while I fuck them out there physically. And,
you know what? Like, obviously,
yeah, I just well, this guy, I just think I'm a better like I know I'm a better grappler. Talk to me.
When I look at your fights, I think I've seen like most of them, like whatever's on YouTube, I've seen. And but when I see you, I feel like there's kind of like I know exactly what you're doing. Like I can watch you and I know what you're doing, and like that shit makes sense to me. You're smart, dude. Like to somebody who doesn't
thank you, man.
Somebody who doesn't
the layman's they don't understand.
I know well, I can't say I know exactly what you're doing, but it's like there are certain things, like there are certain.
But patterns. You do, bro. You do like the shit you were talking about with like I'm fucking with them all the time, even in the fight, like you're saying with the ground and pound, different. I'm erratic. I'm not giving them any chance to feel safe. Like I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do, so they don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do also. But there's always like a method to the madness. Like I said, I've competed and I've lost before. I've lost, you know what I mean? I've lost so many million times, million ways, bro. When I was growing up, I used to drive with my dad in a hot van with no AC in the summer in Florida where it's hot and humid. We go to tournaments and I get my ass beat for the first 2 years. I remember going to tournaments and losing fucking 10, 11, 12 matches and winning one against a girl. Until one day, I kept cracking at it, bro. So I'm the type of guy that, you know what I mean? I'll keep going at it. It's something I love, and it's I think just the universe or whatever wants me to do this for now. And for right now, I'm gonna ride this wave and see where the rainbow leads me. Hopefully to a pot of gold.
So where do you want to be? So lovely. You're gonna fight Santiago next month. So what's after that? Are you thinking? Mm-hmm. Are you thinking after that fight, like what you want to go and where you like want to be?
I don't like, obviously I'm crazy, bro. Like when I get a guy in my head, which that's why I love this matchup. It's like, I think he was a little disrespectful by talking shit to me right there, like right after I won, like before I even whatever. and he's just trying to get clout. He's a clout chaser, bro. He's not relevant. You know what I mean? It is what it is, bro. Human beings are like that. So he sees a guy that came to his hometown, rocked the fucking house. No, you know what I mean? Go out there with my wife. I don't even need, you know what I mean? My wife's is in medical billing. You know what I mean? So it's like I bring I just, and you know what I mean? I'm like, I'm ready for war all the way through, and I'm highly trained with some of the best guys in a small gym that might not get a lot of like I don't know. We're hopefully we'll get attention one day because Julian Williams does a great job in Ocoee. So Fusion Excel all day, but yeah, there's a lot of great gyms in Orlando I go to and train at everywhere. All the ATT places and so many. So I love everybody.
Can you talk, Joe, a little bit about, and I think you've hit on a couple of points. And like the thing that I see is like, yeah, I see some tendencies from you, but it's like very
Mm-hmm.
calculated. Like, and I saw a couple of them and I talked about it on the breakdown that I did of you for your professional debut. And one of the things I really like that you do is you shoot for a takedown. And in the fight that I did the breakdown of the debut, that guy didn't stuff one of your takedowns. You took him down anytime you wanted, and you were able to pretty much do whatever you wanted to that guy. And the one thing that I didn't
Yeah.
like about that fight is the ref kept standing you guys up, and I didn't understand why. Because that fight
Mm-hmm.
should have been ended. That fight, like when you had top mount, I think in the end of the first or second,
Yeah.
like he just got saved
Yeah.
by the.
Yeah. Dylan, you know what, that guy, um, the one big credit I give that guy is that guy really came game, and he was a tough, durable opponent. So that was the only, like, that's like I said, in that fight, that wasn't like right now, bro. It's like those performances. I feel like I'm gonna do so much better, and I just can't wait to prove it, bro. People don't know. Like I'm here with one of my friends, and like he knows how crazy I am. It's like right
Well,
now, I'll go run 20 miles. I don't give a shit. Like I want to go. I want the money, and I want it. Like I wanna try at least. You get what I mean? And it's like I'm never gonna go in. I think people think I'm a fool though, so I'll let them think I'm a joker. So I hope they think I'm stupid and I'm a pothead or whatever they think, and I'm gonna win every fight.
let him
Yeah,
think
they
that.
can. They always do. They always do. So I love when
To
they
be
think that. I like to portray that. I want to portray an idiot to them. You know what I mean? Because I'm an idiot savant. I'm one of those kids that, you know what I mean? I love MMA. I don't know. I've always liked to compete. Wrestling, fighting, boxing. I love that stuff.
Well, I'm not an athlete, but one thing that I have
Yeah.
always liked, one thing I've always liked is when I'm underestimated, at whether it be at work or
Hmm.
just anything really. Like if people don't take me seriously, like, who the fuck's this guy? Like this guy ain't nobody. Like I thrive off that, man. Like
Yeah.
I get on like proving people wrong. And do you feel
Yeah.
like a lot of people underestimate you?
Always had a chip on my shoulder, bro. Everyone underestimates me, man. And like I was talking to my friend earlier about something else, but humans are. I posted it earlier, like a day or two ago, a picture where I put like that humans are like just silly creatures, bro. We have so much. People are envious for no reason, just dumb shit. I don't know. There's a lot of like just dumb stuff that I could always tell. I always like these humans are dumb, man. It's like everything's always I can just see through people's bullshit, and I feel like people always not that I think people doubt me, but I don't know. Right now, I feel like I'm getting a lot more respect after this fight. But I've always fought like that. If you go back, I fought a really good guy from my third fight named Nissan Merriweather. He's a great athlete, great fighter. He's even like self-taught from Florida, and he's really good. And I don't know if he's fighting around much anymore. You know how the game works. But dude, if you see me and him fight, we had like it's a cool fight, bro. It's like it could have been on anywhere. You can check that out on YouTube. But yeah, like I'm just ready for the next step up, and these guys are just in my way, and I want to just sweep them out. So I'll go to anyone's hometown as long as they pay me money, and I have a plane ticket and a hotel waiting for me. That's all I need. So I don't even need it, ice, water, nothing. I'll bring my own
One of the
shit.
one of the reasons why I'm such a big fan of you is because you have balls of steel and you'll fight
Yeah.
anybody. And I fucking love that. Like there are a lot of guys that will say, I'll take any fight. Like they say that, but then like, oh, I hurt my
Yeah.
vagina muscle.
Yeah.
I can't fight. Or,
Yeah.
this happened and I can't fight. But you're the type of guy, like you say, like when I look at every single fight that you've had, you have not had one easy fight. Every single fight that you have had,
Yeah. It was
you're fighting
B
really
side. B side.
every
Yeah.
guy.
I'm the B
Every guy,
side. all,
every
all,
guy.
all the time. Every guy I've been the B side. You're right. And I don't even think about it. That's how funny it is, bro. Like you bring it up, and that's just ingrained in me. I'm like chip on my shoulder. That's how I was when I was a kid in wrestling. People would be like, I don't know. People just not. I think I don't seem like much either because my personality and people mistake my kindness as a weakness. Where I'm like, just chill, bro. I don't mind. Like I don't got envy. I don't got nothing. Like I don't got no hate for no one. All I got is love. And I think people see that, and then some people, I don't know, they just, you know what I mean. And sometimes, and it's my fault because I don't step on people. But you know what? I'm just like an older cat, and I'm not in the mood to step on people and correct people. Maybe sometimes I need to step up on them and slap them around. So, but like I said, I control myself. I think people think that character is like fake too. Like even I've heard people say it to me before. I'm like, no, it's not fake. It's just another side of me. It's deep
Mhm.
within me. It's the competitor, and I just compete at a different. I play the game differently than what people interpret it as. They play it as whatever they think MMA is. MMA to me is war, like war, total war, Nick Diaz army style. I'm here to kill you psychologically. You're trying to kick me in front of your hometown, take money, take opportunity from me. Well, I'm here to fuck you. So you know what I mean? Like I'm there to take everything you got. And even if it's not much, I want to fight for your scraps. I want your lunch. I want everything.
Hell yeah. Hell
But
yes.
you're getting me
And
hyped up
that's
now, Tyler.
that's good,
Why are you
man. That's
getting me
why
hyped up, brother?
because it's time to fucking win again and make money.
Healing up from a couple bruises and shit. So I didn't want to go too hard, but now I got, it's time to step it up a little bit. So that's what I'm gonna do right
Um,
now, bro. I'm gonna step up the game, and I'm just gonna. It's when I get in. Like people don't understand. It's like I'm a father, so I got a lot of stuff to do too, bro. And like people think that I'm not training. I don't know, man. Well, I'm always training, dude. I'm the type of guy that when I'm shadow boxing at night when my kids sleep, just randomly. I'm a weird guy, bro. So I'm always like just thinking about like how I'm gonna move. Like right now I'm thinking about like how I'm gonna slip, dodge, hit. Um, so yeah, I'm just always prepared. I really try to prepare myself in the best way physically and mentally. And the best thing what I do is prepare myself mentally for war. I'm unbreakable. So
hell yeah. And like you are a matchup nightmare for so many people because I don't know how you like you're unpredictable. Like I don't know what you're gonna
yeah,
do, and you said it earlier that you don't even know what you're gonna do. Like when I see
I
you,
really don't.
like,
My head coach Julian Williams says he hates coaching me. He's only coached me like one time in my corner because I met him like throughout like halfway throughout my career, and he was
yeah,
like, "Dude, you never do what we tell you to do in the corner." And I'm like, "Yeah, sometimes, but not really." So it's fucking nuts, bro.
can I ask you?
Talk to me, man,
So you
please.
usually when I see apart from your fights, like one of the like things I notice about you, I don't know if it's just like what you're
Yeah,
comfortable with, but like your gloves are really low all the time. And I see a lot of
yeah.
karate dudes do that. Is that like
Hmm.
something you do intentionally to try to like fuck with people like mentally, or like is there a reason why you do that, or is it just something you're comfortable doing?
It's more of a comfortable thing that I'm doing, and I guess it does dope them in, like you say, and I just, sometimes I do need to keep my hands up and shit. So that's definitely a couple adjustments you need to make when I get in close. But sometimes I'm gifted enough with speed, and I'm able to more than anything predict what the guy's gonna do with his movement, like if it's an uppercut or a left hook or whatever is coming, and be able to try to like stifle that. And I don't use a lot of like regular techniques. Like I do a lot of weird shit. Sometimes it might not be a boxing technique that you're used to. It's gonna be like some karate shit where like I've done fights where like I literally like they tell you not to put your hands out there in like Muay Thai class. You know what I mean? And like don't put. But bro, there's a lot of old school techniques from different martial arts that are more ancient or whatever that are more traditional that I just use a lot. I use anything and everything. So, but I love the game, like I said in a whole, and like you said it best. I really don't know what I'm gonna do, but like there's a method to the madness. You know what I mean? I really prepare myself, and I've done a lot of studying throughout my years, video and stuff.
If somebody had to fight you, I would say like if I were a coach, right? Let's pretend I was a coach or somebody that was fighting you and say, if you let this guy get in your head, you've lost already. And like you're an
Mhm.
intense guy. And what I love, what you've done, you've done it a few times, and I've seen it over the course of a few of your fights. You piss people off, you make them mad,
Yeah,
and then you
yeah,
smack them, you punish them.
yeah,
And
yeah,
I don't know what it is. I don't know what type of shit you're saying in there that makes them do that. But like, I feel like
yeah.
certain, like you kind of agitate people in a way. Is that like what kind of shit do you say to some of these guys, or do you not even know?
No, dude, I think it's just an annoying personality trait that I have. And it's like literally, bro, I'm not kidding. If I brought my friends in here, that I have my best bud, he will tell you right now that like I talk a lot and I'm annoying. Like I like to rip on people and they're like, Joe, shut the fuck up. You know what I mean? So I'm that
Yeah,
type of guy. My dad's kind of like that. Like if my dad's a real funny guy, like he'll go into a house and just be like, yo, fucking wash your shoes. Yo, your ass smells. And I'm like, but you know what I mean? In Spanish, they're like, yeah. So it's like, I don't know. I think I picked it up from them. Like we just fucking annoying, and I'm annoying in there physically. Like I don't really- like I'm gonna be pushing the issue all the time. I'm always gonna push the issue. I want to win at all costs, so I'm always gonna
you're
push the issue. And
like
I
there's
have a lot of skills to back me up. I'm not. I think I have a lot of a lot of fights that are gonna be people are gonna love later. Hopefully, they're gonna come out of me soon.
you are like at a 10 the entire time. So like
Hmm.
in a way, like when Chris Matino fought Sean O'Malley, how Chris was like talking shit to Sean O'Malley the entire time. Like that's you and him are like very much like that. Like
Similar.
in
Yeah.
terms of just talking and like
Yeah.
sometimes
That guy.
guys,
That guy's good. He's a good fighter.
dude, he's a fucking savage. And I don't know who's got better shorts game. Like his shorts game is pretty tight, just like yours. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
And
thank you to Combat Night, Mitchell Chamali. They're a local promotion down here. He uh he hooked me up one time with those shorts, and I'm like, these are sweet. I'm gonna wear them all the time. So
dude, you need
I'm the
to
type of
like,
guy. I don't need a lot of money or anything, brother. I'm just chill, bro. Like if a buddy, I'm like I'm gonna wear those.
dude, I'm telling you, you need to have the party store, and you need to have fucking shorts for sale. I will mow my lawn in those shits. I'll wear those shits all the time, man. It'd be
Well,
fucking. Hey,
it's coming soon. Right now, I'm working on a kids wrestling club. Me and Julian Williams down here at Fusion Excel, and our other fellow wrestler brother, his name is Bubba Sheffield, Jacob Sheffield. They wrestle at University of West Virginia. We're gonna hopefully soon. We're getting some more space. We're gonna knock down some walls, and we're gonna have a kids wrestling club. So that's a real big dream of mine. So it's gonna be fun, man. I love like I said, I love all aspects of this. But at the end of the day, I'm trying to make this a platform to me to pop off into something else if possible, or a way for me to be financially free. So I want to buy my house with these two hands and my feet, basically.
oh
I
yeah.
want to knock someone out.
So you're in your athletic prime, like right now.
Yeah, I'm
Um,
ready to go now. Got 3 4 years max, maybe.
3 or 4.
Yeah, I give myself 3 or 4, but God knows, He knows. I don't have a lot of miles on this body, which is weird. But yeah, I
So
didn't.
you fought in the amateur level from 2011 to 2018. That's a long time.
Mhm.
Like what clicked that made you go pro? Like what
It,
happened?
dude, ignorance and stupidity. Being a young kid, and I had problems with immigration back then, like becoming a citizen and all this bullshit. Because I was born originally in Ecuador. Now I'm married with my wife. She's an American citizen. And all this other bullshit. So, so everything worked out. But yeah. So that kind of like I had my first child at like right after I took my first loss. I had a lot of stupid pressure from dumb people that kind of like pushed me away from the sport. And I was like, you know what, I need to give this up. Blah blah blah. And then like I just fell into like a deep hole of like alcoholism and like just fucking being like real not depressed but like fucking just being an alky, bro. And I'm like just gonna drink like a 12-pack every night. You know, like I was like I didn't like the person I was becoming, and then little by little a friend named Matt Farallo, he's a local fighter in Brazil, black belt in jiu-jitsu, called me up. I started doing open mats and I started having fun, and I was like, dude, I'm still good at this shit somehow. I'm like, I don't know why. So I was like, I just kind of go with what the universe goes with. And during the pandemic, like I had to move out of my apartment, and the only place we could find was right in front of the gym I train out of, which is hilarious. So.
Yeah, I get that, man. But as long as you're still having fun, like why limit yourself to 3 or 4 years? You don't have a lot of miles on you. And if you're having fun, why not? You know? Like why not?
Like I said, I'm here for the money. I want it all. I'll fight. Like you said, I feel great. I really don't abuse my body. I know I smoke pot and stuff, and everyone has their criticisms, but I don't even smoke a lot of heavy pot throughout my camp. Like I said, this is like the last weekend. I'm probably gonna be really doing my thing. You know what I mean? Maybe going out to eat lots of food. Like I don't go too crazy, but you know I have my beers. You know I have my vices. Like I don't like soda, but I like Corona. Not virus, but beer.
Well,
yeah, like I said, we have a lot of talented guys in the gym too. So I've gotten to train with guys like Jose Shorty Torres. I've trained a lot with Henry Barral. He's a real cool guy. I consider him a friend. You know what I mean? Which is pretty cool. So fuck TJ Dillashaw. I know he'll try to kill me. I heard he's a dickhead at practice. So fuck him.
I've heard that.
That's on the real, man. As a training partner, I hate that. Like I never try to hurt my training partners, even the people that try to hurt me. I use my defense. But yeah, I'm like I said, I'm just ready to take on the world, brother. Yeah, and you did such a good job figuring out all that psychological shit. I gotta give you props. You should get like the MD.
You know what, man? You know what I should have, man? I should have a podcast or some shit.
Yeah. Shut up.
But dude, like you're just such a fun guy to watch, and like I see that, and it's like I don't know, like it doesn't happen all the time. Sometimes I have to like, in order to like understand like what's happening, I have to watch fights like 3 or 4 times. I have to watch the same fight like 3 or 4 times to pick it up. But when I watched you right away, I was just like, I know exactly what he's doing. Like I was just like, yep, like I don't know how to describe it, but I know what you're doing. It's like this is like
you do.
I won't say it's a charade, but it's like,
like yes, it is. Yeah, like I don't know what it is. Yeah,
he is baiting you. Like I'm just like
the whole time.
Yeah, it's like, dude, this guy's not a dumbass. Like he's acting like he is. He's trying to like trick you into thinking he's reckless, but you're really not.
No, I really do. Like I said, I do so much studying. All I do is watch stuff about fights. All I do is I've watched everything about everyone and everything about every style. I have my favorite like Jersey's Joe Walcott. Man, there's so many guys that I've learned defense and stuff, like Ken Norton's cross arm thing. So many guys, the Philly shove stuff that James Toney and Mayweather get away with. So many things, and like stuff I pick up from kickboxers, like how they set up stuff like Senchai, and how flashy things or things that people believe are flashy are when you put them to good use, they become weapons. You know, and that's one thing that I pride myself in. And I haven't even let the biggest I haven't done anything with my coolest like attacks on anybody like yet. Like not my coolest, and I have a lot. I like Andy Hug that fought on I think in K1. He was like a karate guy. I mean, so many guys that I pick up weird stuff from, man. So like I said, I study up, and that's the best thing I do is like I really try to imitate. And I see my flaws, and I know there's some things that I do, but I also follow like a philosophy, like Bruce Lee's philosophy of being true to yourself or to oneself, and to really, when you fight, if you're able to really be your true self and express yourself 100% fully without being like fake, it's a beautiful thing. Like I said, all that, what everything I am is, it's all me, but it's all like I don't know, like it's everything's a part of me. There's many dimensions and layers, and I think some guys, when they try to do what I do, it's so fake, and then you can see them like they fall to her right at the cage door.
Yeah, I think you have to be
A
it's easy
psychopath.
to tell who's putting on like an act and who's not. Like there are guys that do it in the UFC or whatever. Like we all know who they are. Like you see like the crazy shit they say, the crazy things that they do, and I'm just like, dude, like it's obvious what you're doing. Like
A lot,
and
yeah.
it kind of becomes cringe a little bit. It's like, oh my god, like it, if
Way too cringe.
there's a certain way you have to do it, and if you can't, then like you probably shouldn't. Before I let you go, I wanted to ask you, like, your ground game, man. Like, I love your ground game. Like, everyone
Yeah.
talks so much, and I understand why. Like, your stand up is entertaining. It's entertaining because people aren't used. Like, it's like the Diaz brothers, man, and people are naturally
Hmm.
going to talk about that. But I like your ground game a lot, and I like how you use your wrestling, and I like how your takedowns are fucking incredible, really.
Yeah.
And like when you get guys down on the ground, they're fucked. And so my question to you is, what do you like best about being on the ground? Like when if given the choice to end a fight, do you using the ground and pound mostly, or like what kind of subs do you like to do too? I guess is what I'm asking.
I'm at a point with my jujitsu. I feel like I'm at a threshold. I haven't really done the deepest dive yet, man. Like I said, I feel like that's one part where I'm like, if I'm right here where I could turn a corner, but I need to work harder at that. Like I said, we all have fucking issues, and the one issue I have with my jujitsu is that I need to be able to finish. And sometimes my hardest thing is to finish the actual technique. I know innately I remember a lot of techniques. I'm really good at like you show it once and I can do it in the live situation type shit, which is weird, but I've done it. Like ask anybody that's worked with me. And but the biggest thing I do, like I really credit that to Ricardo Laborio and Julian Williams and Paul Rodriguez. All those three guys basically taught me ground and pound and molded the ground, not the way I do ground and pound basically, but the concepts of what I'm doing, which is very simple concepts I'm actually doing, is what I got them from them. Laborio worked at American Top Team with guys like Yoel Romero and shit, and like millions of other guys I could talk to about, like Masvidal, everybody he's worked with, and I was able to have him for my first fight in my corner. So it was like a lot of pressure that fight. I almost shit my pants. Yeah, that's where I credit my thing, and now I've just finished everything off with Julian. He's rounding me out. He's like a disciple from Paul Rodriguez, who's a disciple from Laborio. They really, yeah, I credit them to my ground and pound. But like you're saying, man, I do things in my own way. I still paint it my own way. You know what I mean?
You
I
do.
use the concept, but I'm free with my pen.
One thing that you did that was super slick in your debut that I like how you transitioned from you were in half guard on the guy's right side, and when you before you got full mount, you had your left knee on his belly, and like you cocked back, and I thought you were gonna just like blast this dude, and then I don't know what had happened, and maybe he anticipated that, maybe he did this because
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't see from the camera angle, but I'm imagining when he did this, you just slid right into top mount. It was fucking awesome. It's just little
Yeah.
things like that I see. Like the more and more fights of yours that I watch, there's like little things
Mm-hmm.
that you do that I start picking up on that like maybe most people wouldn't see, but I see that and I'm just like, that was fucking awesome. It was just a small little thing like that, like that fight IQ, being able to like take
Thank
what
you.
your it's to give you. Not everyone can do that, and I really like that.
Yeah, I really try to flow out there, and a lot of my friends, like in the MMA community, say They're like I'm able to get into that flow state really fast, which I kind of need to every time because in my style, if I'm not free and doing everything I do out there and going at it 100%, then you're not gonna get the best version of me because the other version of me has lost before. Even though the other version of me, I feel like some of those fights I've done beautiful defensive maneuvers and techniques and slipping and moving last second my face and putting my hand and weaving, but it doesn't count for shit. Judges suck. They don't count anything like that. It's all about it's about aggression. I feel like a lot aggression. Mark my words, like I said, you're gonna see the best version of me on August 28th. I'm really gonna try my best to give myself like a 200% chance to win. I'm gonna be
Dude, I'm
running,
gonna watch.
swimming. I'm gonna be
I'm
fucking
watching it.
everything.
I'm gonna be watching, and I can't wait to see it myself. We're a month away,
Mm-hmm.
and it's one of those things. Like, so there are some guys, and it's normal. Like, it probably happens to most fighters. Like, you go out there one night and you just suck. Like, sometimes it's just not your night. Like, you go out there and things are off. You have a shit fight. Maybe you had a shit camp. Maybe you're hurt. You're in there. But for you, like, I see every single one of your fights, and like you are getting progressively better with every single one. Like I haven't seen like one fight of yours where I'm like that was a shit
Yeah, I
fight.
try hard, man. Like hard sometimes to get. I don't know how to say it. It's like so hard to work on your flaws. It's hard to like with the time to be like I gotta go there, gotta go there, gotta go there. So you
Mm-hmm.
really have to be the CEO of your own ship. And sometimes even my own coaches are like, "Where the fuck are you at?" And sometimes I'm like, "I gotta be here, I gotta be there." You know what I mean? I forget to text them and I'm like, "Yo, but I'm working." You know what I mean? So
Mm-hmm.
it's a constant battle of trying to like really round out like make that fortress as strong as it can. So my chances are higher of winning. Like I said, everyone this guy thinks he's so much better than me. I feel like I can't wait to prove him wrong, and I can't wait to prove the crowd wrong. Because, like I said, I'm not taking no for an answer, and it is what it is. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna. I'm just not gonna lose. So
I've seen him
whatever.
fight before. I've seen like
Yeah.
I think I've only seen one fight of his, so I can't say I'm very knowledgeable of him. But I
Hmm.
will say this: Hubris
He's a
is a
tough fucking
motherfucker,
guy.
man. Hubris is a motherfucker. It really is. So it's like, go ahead, doubt me. Yeah, I'm trash, man. I'm stupid. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, yeah, keep thinking that. And
Yeah.
like and honestly, like the type of guy like your last fight. That guy cracked you probably as hard as he could, and you're
A
clowning
few
him.
times. Yeah, a few times he
Like
did. I was like,
like you're
fuck.
clowning him. Like you're doing the Home Alone thing to him, and that would
Yeah.
fuck me up. Like man, how come I'm not hurting this guy? Like that would fuck me up if I were fighting you. I'd be like, I gave that guy everything I had. I hit him as hard as I
Yeah.
could, and he's like, laughing at me and like making fun of me.
I'm physically able to take a lot of pain. I don't fucking know. I've never been knock on wood and God willing, he just made me a strong ass guy, like naturally, like physically with like I've just never been knocked out. I've never, you know what I mean? Obviously people have stunned me. Tons of people have stunned me, but to
Sure.
sleep me, they've never slept me ever. Big guys and street fights, everything, never been slept. And I've always been
No.
able, and even then, like I'm not just out there giving you my chin. You get the chin because something happens and whatever. I'm not doing the right thing at the right time. You got me right, but I'm
Mm-hmm.
not gonna give it too easy. Like if I can, I'm gonna put my shoulder up there last minute, block it somehow, or roll with the punch or whatever I'm gonna have to do. Jump out the way. I've done crazy shit where I fucking jumped up out of like weird ways. Like whatever I need to do to protect myself, I'm gonna do. You know what I mean? I'm not there to lose brain cells. I'm there to win fights, and I'll beat you. Like I'm gonna beat him in every way, like in everything, every aspect of MMA, from grappling to striking. Like I'm just gonna overwhelm him, and he's gonna have to come get it. You know what I mean? He's gonna have to come get it. I'm gonna stand right there in the middle and see what he wants to do. And if he wants to fight, he can fight. If not, he can.
So tell me the Santiago fight before I let you go, Joe. How do you see that one
Yeah,
playing out? Like you're the type of guy like you have balls of steel, and some other fighters would shy away and they would be like, Tyler, edit this shit out. Don't put
I
this on there.
I
I'm
I,
gonna ask you, like, how
I
are you
was
gonna win that fight?
yeah. Okay. I was like this close to finishing my last opponent. And that's the one thing I've been wanting to do is like to TKO or KO somebody in the professional ranks. So I just know I have a lot. Like I know that I have a lot of like. I think I could give out a lot more memorable performances. You know, I know I have I know I have it in me. So I believe that this fight is just gonna be my best fight. I'm gonna show all facets of my game. I'm gonna be pinpoint accurate, take my time, and I'm gonna knock this guy out. And if he doesn't, I'm gonna knock him out with ground and pound. Like I'm gonna finish him, and that's what I'm going there to finish him. So I just feel like I'm gonna eat him up alive. There's nothing he can do. Like he's gonna go prepare, do whatever he wants, but he's not gonna be able to hang with me. He's We're gonna see who the best boxer is and whatever. We'll see who it is. I'm gonna be right there in the middle waiting for him. We'll see what he does.
I'm
Yeah,
kind of like a nerd, and there's certain things that I like to see. So like some of my
yeah,
favorite fighters in the game are like Kane, or Greg
yeah,
Gillespie. I
yeah,
I like seeing takedowns. I don't know. There's just something about the grappling style, taking a guy
yeah.
down, slamming him down as hard as you can, and like pulverizing him. I like that shit, man. That's like my type of fight. That's what I like to see. So for the Santiago fight, if I like could wave a wand and make this fight happen any way I wanted, I'd want to see a nasty ass takedown, and I'd want to see you just blast this dude with elbows to the face and cut him open.
Oh
That's
my
what would
God. I'm
that's what would
definitely
make
gonna. He's definitely gonna get taken down. He thinks he's gonna be like doing his grappling shit, but I'm gonna prepare very well. I'm gonna have my grappling fucking tight as shit. And like I said, he's definitely gonna eat elbows or get ground and pounded when we get down there. It's gonna be a fight for. We're both gonna be fighting for our lives out there. That's how serious I take it. So it's gonna be fun,
is
man, and it's gonna be a show. Like like I said, I'm not going there. Like even if my toe's broken or my hand's broken, whatever. Like I'm gonna go out there. I've had my hand broken in fights, finger dislocated in the first round in fights. I've been cut bleeding in fights. Oh my God, I don't know how many things have happened to me in life. Like I fell down a concrete flight of stairs when I was a kid. I almost knocked myself out from a roof when I fell from a roof and landed on the back of my head. Could have died there. Oh man, one time I got kicked out of a bar and landed on top of a billiards table. I have fucking like scar tissue on my fucking eyebrow from that. So it's like I'm built fucking tough, dude. And like I said, I've been in many street fights as well, like just randomly being a stupid drunk when I
yeah.
was younger. So I've gotten my share of those, and I've gotten out unscathed in those even, bro. So I don't know. I'm ready for warfare. He's a fake guy. I feel like he just wants to take my clout, which I don't have any, and he's retarded. I'm gonna take his clout. He just fucked himself. Like I'm gonna be in his hometown, and I'm gonna take his UFC little tag away from him. Like I can't wait. Like they're gonna be. I'm like I beat a contenders guy, which doesn't mean shit, but you know, when you're
Dude,
negotiating with the UFC or Bellator or something, hopefully
hey man, I'm getting
you
moist
get me.
just
You know what I mean?
dude, I'm getting moist thinking about this shit.
Yeah, yeah, bro. I'm ready too, bro. But like I said, I'm also not dumbass. I'm trying to like slowly get myself into this. Right now, I'm like at 5 or 4. I'm saying like the level of intensity. We're gonna pick it up on Monday to where I'm gonna be puking. I was already puking the other day doing mitt work because like I work hard. Like when I go, even if I've like went out the night before and had a few beers with my wife or something like that, I wake up and I go run and I go and I puke and whatever. I work hard, you know, I go for it. I'm just ready for war, brother.
Joe,
Last of the
man,
Mohicans.
you're a fucking G, man, and I can't wait to
Thank
see
you.
more fights, dude. And I can't wait to talk to you again after
No
you
worries.
win next month. You're just an exciting dude to watch, and you're just kind of like Tyler's type of fighter that Tyler likes to see. And you know what? Like when I go in third person, man, you know I'm fucking crazy. So you know I'm crazy, and I'm excited about somebody when I go third person.
Yeah.
Uh, before I let you go, Joe, I want to give you a chance. Do you have anything that you want people to know? Like, do you have any like sponsors or any other shout outs or anything like that that you want people to know about?
No, I just want to give a big shout out probably to Bump Box in Orlando. My friend Phil Rowe and my other manager Pete Zachary. They opened up a new store there at the Florida Mall. So if you're in the Central Florida area or you're visiting Orlando, go to the Florida Mall and you'll get yourself a awesome one of the loudest or the loudest Bluetooth speaker out in the market. All types of styles. American flags, all types of crazy stuff. You can get little ones, big ones. They're crazy loud. Like I have one that's our ultra. It runs for 199, and it's like the best. I take it to the beach everywhere. And I also want to give out a big shout out to like my team Fusion Excel and my teammates mostly, and my head coach Julian Williams, who puts a lot of time in me, my wife and kids, and my friends that support me, and all the haters. I love them too. Like I love everyone that doubts me, and I love everyone that is a snake, in the grass. I love them all the same way. I have love for everybody, but I can't wait to prove everyone wrong. Like you said, I got a big chip on my shoulder. I know it. I have a big this is only the beginning, and I have a lot to work to climb. So